actually starting to enjoy it. You can feel your child kicking yourself because clearly it's excited too. Suddenly your cock starts to shake like a bee too again. You pull it out of her mouth just in time. You bust your steaming hot and sticky load, blanketing her like an intensely carpet bombing of Dresden. Demon stains her mountaintops, all three of them, along with her hair and most of her face. She quietly giggles from the ironic amusement of it all. You giggle too. Then a sharp pain shoots across her face. She's having your baby. You wish you could bear all the pain for her, but all you can do is sit and watch. You look down at her vulva, still using with cum from the great fucking you gave her a few hours ago. You can see a head of black hair poking out. You fear that she's gonna start screaming again. Much to your relief, it seems she's gotten better control of the pain, thanks to you. She begins to softly moan. It seems as if instead of experiencing she's experiencing an orgasm. You can't help but grin as she keeps pushing. As more of the head becomes, her moaning intensifies. Finally, a small head emerges from her vagina. You can see a face wrapped in an umbilical cord. A
Yeah.
small pair of hands grab the head. She weakly tries to pull the head out. You put your hands around the head and begin to help her pull. Desperately, she goes into the next contraction with all of her energy and pushed with everything inside of her. She feels everything. She feels shoulders and hips feet all slide down inside of her and pop out in one leg push, with a rush of fluid behind it, and it feels amazing. She throws her head back with a rip roaring orgasm that penetrates the very heart of her soul. You look at the newborn now lying and see that it is a boy. You have a son. Perfect. Perfect in every way. He begins to stir, and you realize he's about to cry. After all that's happened, you don't you don't have to seem to give in away to the Germans from the wails of a newborn. You gently lift him up and place him on Anne's semen-stained
Come on,
mountaintops.
keep going.
The baby quickly finds the breast is soon sucking happily. Semen, blood, amniotic fluid, breast milk all mix and fill the air with a strange scent that, while repulsive, is also extremely arousing. You can't resist the urge anymore. Your mouth lands on top of Anne's opposite breast, sucking first your own cum, but then her tasty milk. You look into her eyes. She's somewhat annoyed, but too exhausted to really care. A gust of wind coming from a hole in the wall blows through, cooling both of your sweat-drenched bodies, but also disturbing the little one. You're afraid he'll start shivering. You look around the dusty attic for something to keep the baby warm. You settle on Anne's fur winter jacket, having sat unused for the past 2 years. You know Anne will definitely not be happy with that. You ruined her favorite coat, but it's for the best. She hasn't been able to fit it in the past past 9 months anyway. God. Okay, you carefully wrap your little one in the coat and hand him to an exhausted Anne. She continues to quietly feed him. You notice the dead silence for the first time. Not even the other occupants of the annex, mere feet away in the next room, were roused. You feel a sense of relief. You're safe, for the moment at least. Eventually, you curl up next to her quietly and begin to doze off. Your secret sleeps in winter clothes. Tomorrow, you can find a way to explain the night's events to your parents and hope they don't kill each other. You can find a way to get your little bundle of joy to safety. But tonight, you just rest your first night as a family. Oh God, just thinking about this is making me rock hard. The hardest I've ever gotten. Oh, I think I'm gonna comes in diary. That's it. Thank you for attention, ladies and gentlemen.